and 1 by 27 y cube can be written as 1 by 3y whole cube. So now if you see, this is a cube minus b cube form, where a is 2x and b is 1 by 3y. So what is the identity here? Identity here is a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. So remembering this identity, you have a minus b into a square plus ab. A is 2x, b is 1 by 3y plus b square. Okay. So this is 2x minus 1 by 3y into 4x square plus 2x by 3y plus 1 by 9y square. And these are the two factors. Okay. So this is as simple as this. The next problem here is 5.1. The given expression which we need to factorize is 27 x cube y cube minus 8. Okay. So if you see this, both these, there are two terms, these terms are perfect cube, because 27 can be written as 3 cube x cube y cube minus 2 cube, which can now be written as 3xy whole cube minus 2 cube. Again, this is a cube minus b cube form. So this is a minus b, a is 3xy, b is 2. So a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square, which is 3xy minus 2. Now if you simplify this, you'll get 9x square y square plus 6xy plus 4. Okay. So this clearly has been factorized into two factors. Okay. So I hope till now you have no question.
Yes, sir.
Next, we are going to work out 5.2. Given expression here is 27 x plus y whole cube plus 8 2x minus y whole cube. Okay. So now what you see here is 27 can be written as 3 cube x plus y whole cube. 8 can be written as 2 cube 2x minus y whole cube. So that now this can be written as thrice x plus y whole cube plus twice 2x minus y whole cube. Fine. Now the question is what to do. Now see, I have done here directly. Okay. That is, I have taken this entire thing as A and this entire thing as B. Okay. I have not, but what you can do here is, if you're not, if you're not comfortable with this step here, what you can do here is you can say let A is equal to thrice x plus y, and you can write B is equal to twice 2x minus y. So therefore, what is the given expression become? Given expression becomes simply a cube minus b cube or plus b cube, which is a plus b into a square minus ab plus b square. Now you can put the value a plus b. A is thrice x plus y. B is twice 2x minus y into a square. Let me put a box bracket here. A square is thrice x plus y. This is your a square plus ab. AB here is thrice x plus y into twice 2x minus y. This is your AB. And finally, you have a b square. So plus, this is your b square. Okay. Now we'll simplify this. So here you have 3x plus 3y. And you multiply these two, so you get plus 4x. And then this minus 2y. And for this part, you have 9x plus y whole square. Plus, you multiply 3 and 2 together, you get 6 into x plus y into 2x minus y plus, and here you have twice 2x minus y whole square, so this becomes 4 times 2x minus y whole square, and close the box bracket. Next, 3x plus 4x will combine to give you a 7x. 3y minus 2y will combine to give you a plus y. And here you expand here by a plus b whole square formula, which is a square plus 2ab plus b square, plus you multiply these two 6 times 2x square minus xy plus 2xy minus y square, plus, and here you have 4 times 2x minus y square. So this is again you expand by a minus b whole square formula. What do you get? A square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay. So now you have 7x plus y. You multiply the expression within the box bracket. You have 9x square plus 18xy plus 9y square plus 6 times, just first simplify this part first, then we'll multiply 2x square plus xy minus y square plus 4 times, here you have, for this you have 4x square, and you have minus, for this part you have 4xy plus y square. So you have 7x plus y into 9x square plus 18xy plus 9y square plus 12x square plus 6xy minus 6y square plus 16x square minus 4xy, sorry, 16xy. 4 into 4 will give you a 16 minus 16xy plus 4y square. Okay. Seven x plus y. Now you simplify this, check the like terms, 9, 12, and 16 you have. So how much will this give you? 21 and 16. This will give you a 37 x squared. Next you have here the y squared terms are 9y square minus 6y square and 4y square. First you add up, 9 plus 4 will give you a 13, and 13 minus 6 will give you how much? 7. They give you a plus 7 y square. And finally you have the xy here. You have 18xy plus 6xy will give you a 24xy. 24 minus 16 is 8. So plus 8xy. And that should be your answer. Okay. So I hope there are no questions from this problem. We'll move on to the next problem here, which is 6 part 2. See what the question is. Six part 2. You have to factorize a cube minus b cube minus a plus b. Now see here, you have a cube minus b cube, which can be, if I take them together, a cube minus b cube within brackets. And here I take a and b together. But remember, I have a minus sign here. So if I take a minus sign here and introduce brackets, then this will become a minus b, isn't it? This sign will change from plus to minus because I have a minus sign and I'm introducing a bracket here. Okay. Now what you do, a cube minus b cube is a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. And you write this a minus b as it is. Next, I have a minus b. See, I have a minus b here. I have a minus b here. So I take this a minus b common. If I take this a minus b common, what am I left with? From this, I have taken out this. I'm only left with. I've taken out this. I'm only left with this. So I have a square plus ab plus b square, right? And this minus sign I write as it is. From a minus b, I've taken out a minus b, so I'm only left with a 1. I have a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square minus 1. And that is your answer. This so it contains two factors, a minus b and a square plus ab plus b square minus 1. Okay. Next problem is a little tricky problem, 7-2. Given expression here is a cube minus a minus 120. Now I see this a cube minus a here. This is a special type of problem actually. Now what is so special about this problem? The special thing about this problem is that since I have a cube minus a here, I will also try to break 120 as a cube minus a form. How can you break 120 as a cube minus a form? See, I can write 120 as, what is the perfect cube? 125 is a perfect cube, isn't it? It is 5 cube minus 5, isn't it? I can write 120 as 125 minus 5. Why? Because 125 is 5 cube minus 5, which is of the form a cube minus a. So the clearly a trick here is to break this in this form, a cube minus a, 125 minus 5. Now let me just, before proceeding with this, let me just give you another example. Suppose I have a cube minus a minus 64. Suppose this was a problem. Let's say minus 60. Minus 60, let's say. Then how will you break up 60? This is a cube minus a. How will you break up 60 as a cube minus a? Which is the perfect cube that is very closest to 60? 64, right? So I'll say 64 because 64 is 4 cube minus 4. So this is 4 cube minus 4. Is it absolutely clear to everyone? This one.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is a
Sir.
trick that is there in this problem. This is a special problem in which we have to apply this kind of a trick. Okay, so you break 120 as a cube minus a. So what you do here is you write a cube minus a minus 120 you write as 125 minus 5, which is a cube minus a minus 125 plus 5. Now you write this as a cube. Now you take these two perfect cubes together, a cube and 125. A cube minus 125 you take together minus a plus 5 you take together. Okay, I have still not introduced brackets for the last two. Okay, so this you write as a cube minus 125 is 5 cube minus, now a plus 5, if I take a 1 outside, I'll get a minus 5, isn't it? Because I have taken a 1 outside this bracket and I have kept a minus sign here, this plus sign will change to a minus sign. So now this is a cube minus b cube is a minus b into a square minus ab. A here is, let me write this under, so I have a square minus a into b plus b square minus a minus 5. So what we have here is a minus 5 into a square minus 5a plus 25 minus a minus 5. Now from these two, you can take out a minus 5, right? So a minus 5, if I take out, what am I left with? I'm only left with this part here, a square minus 5a plus 25. And from a minus 5, I'm taking out a minus 5, I'm only left with a 1, which is a minus 5 into a square minus 5a plus 25 minus 1, which is a minus 5 into a square minus 5a plus 24. And that is your answer. Okay. So this was a special kind of a problem. Moving on to the next type, 10(1). Given expression here is e to the power of 6 minus b to the power of 6. See clearly here, e to the power of 6 can be written as 2 into 3, e to the power of 2 into 3. And b to the power of 6 can be written as 2 into 3. Okay. Now I give you two choices. Here, either you can write e to the power of 2 into 3 as a square cube minus b square cube. Either you can write this, or you can write a cube square minus b cube square. Clear? Any question on this step? So
No, sir.
I hope this step is clear, that you can write in either of these two forms, right? But I will choose this form. You can choose this form also. Okay. I will choose this form because this is a difference of squares form first and then cubes. Okay. So that will be easier. I want to use the difference of squares first and then cube. But suppose if you are to choose this form, then what will happen? Then what will happen is that you will first have to use the cube formula first and then the square formula. Okay. That is the difference between these two. So what I'll do here is I can write this as a cube square minus b cube square. Now this is a plus b into a minus b. So I'll write this as a plus b into a minus b. Okay. Now I'll use the cube formula. For the first one, this one, a cube plus b cube. What is the formula? A plus b into a square minus ab plus b square. And for the second one, a cube plus b cube, a cube minus b cube, I have a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. So that is done. So I have 4 factors here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So a to the power of 6 minus b to the power of 6 has been split into 4 factors. Okay. So you required, you had to use 2 formulas here, difference of squares as well as cubes. Look at this, 11(1). Given expression here is 64 x to the power of 6 minus 729 y to the power of 6. We want to factorize this.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
So in number 10 part 1, so we will keep the answer like this only.
10 part 1. Yes, you'll
Yes,
keep
sir.
the
You
answer.
will
What
keep
else
this
can you
only
do? Tell
then?
me what is in your mind. Tell me what you want to do. Is there anything
No,
that is in
sir.
your mind that you want to do?
No, sir.
Okay, so we'll keep this answer as it is because we have already split into 4 factors, and this one cannot be split into factors. Can this be split into factors any further? No. That means we'll have to keep the answer as it is. Yeah. So now for the next one, you see that here I have a 64. 64 is what? 64 is a perfect square, isn't it? It is also a perfect cube. 729 is a perfect square, isn't it? So what we'll do here is we'll write this as 8 square x to the power of 6. In fact, x to the power of 6 also can be written as x cube square minus, and 729, if you don't know the square root, you can find out the square root by division method. The square root of this will be 27. So 729 can be written as 27 square, and y to the power of 6 can be written as y cube square. Now both are perfect squares. Now this can be written as 8 square x cube whole square minus 27 y cube whole square. Right? Oh, sorry. This is okay. Fine. So now this is a difference of 2 squares.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me. This is 8, not 8 square.
Sir, 8. Yes, sir. That only. Understood.
So now what you do here is this is a square minus b square form. So this is a plus b into a minus b. Okay. Now again, you see that this is a perfect cube. This is also a perfect cube. This is also a perfect cube. This is also a perfect cube. That means this can be further split into factors. So what you do here is you write this as 2 cube x cube plus 3 cube y cube, and this you write as 2 cube x cube minus 3 cube y cube. So this is 2x whole cube plus 3y whole cube, and this is 2x whole cube minus 3y whole cube. Now this is a cube plus b cube form. First one, we have a plus b into a square minus ab plus b square. For the first one. For the second one, this one, you have a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. Okay. So what are the factors? First factor is 2x plus 3y. The next factor is this one. You simplify this. How much will you get? You'll get 4x square minus 6xy plus 9y square. And third factor is 2x minus 3y. And the fourth factor is 4x square plus 6xy plus 9y square. Okay, so these four factors are there: 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the given expression has been split into 4 factors. Okay, we'll just start with the next one. 12(2). Given expression is 32 a square x cube minus 8 b square x cube minus 4 a square y cube plus b square y cube. Now we'll try in order to factorize, see that there are 4 terms here, right? Now whenever there are 4 terms, we always try to group the terms as much as possible. Okay, so if I group these 2 terms together and if I group these 2 terms together, then what will happen? From these two, what is the HCF of these two? 32 a square x cube and 8b square x cube. What is the HCF? The HCF here is clearly 8 for 32 and 8. The HCF is 8 for a square, and there's no a square here, so 8 will not appear. And for these two, x cube and x cube, HCF is x cube. That means 8x cube HCF I can take out. Now once I take out 8x cube from 32 a square x cube, what am I left with? I have to divide 32 a square x cube by 8x cube, isn't it? So I'm left with 4a square only, minus, this minus sign is here. Now from here, 8b square x cube, I'm taking out 8x cube. I'm simply left with a b square. Now minus, now from these two, look at the third and the fourth terms. In the third and the fourth terms, I have a 4, I have a 1. So HCF is clearly 1. A square here, I don't have an a square here. So that is also gone. But I have only 2 y cubes here. So that means HCF is y cube. If I take out y cube from this, I'm only left with 4a square. And if I take out y cube from this, what am I left with? I'm left with a b square. But what should be the sign? That is the main thing. See that I have a minus sign here and I've introduced a bracket. That means this plus sign here will change to a minus sign. Okay. So now what happens? You see, I'm getting 4a square minus b square here, 4a square minus b square here. So I take out 4a square minus b square. So what am I left with? I'm left with 8x cube minus y cube. Now look at the first part. The first part is the difference of 2 squares, because 4a square can be written as 2 square a square minus b square. And the second part here can be written as 2 cube x cube minus y cube. Now this can be written as 2a whole square minus b square. And this can be written as 2x whole cube minus y cube. So the first one, this one is the difference of 2 squares, and this one is the difference of 2 cubes, a cube minus b cube form. So this one I will break up as 2a plus b, and this one I'll break up as 2a minus b. Okay, so 2a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. And this next one here is a cube minus b cube form. So this is a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. So I have 2a plus b into 2a minus b into 2x minus y into 4x square plus 2xy plus y square. That's it. These are the factors. So you have 4 factors, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the given expression has been split into 2 factors. This is an important problem. If you see, very interesting also, because the first one was the difference of 2 squared, the second one was the difference of 2 cubes. Okay, so I'll stop here.